Imports data into the model's internal storage engine. Which mode? What is the answer here? I need all your contribution. Can you please make it fast? Yes, Sai Sudha, you're correct. Sakshi, you're correct. Soundarya, Monica, correct. So internal storage engine, storage one for imports the data. See, I mentioned about imports the data into models internal. The import mode, right? Import mode. So when you import the data into a Power BI desktop, the data get loaded in your internal storage, right? The memory, internal local memory will get loaded. Okay. So you have the storage engine, internal storage engine, nothing but the memory. Okay. So the answer is import. Which storage mode allows Power BI to query the data source directly in real time? Which storage mode allows Power BI to query the data source directly in real time? Tejaswini, you are correct. Okay. And Chaitanya says D. So which one is the correct answer? Direct query or live? Direct query or live? So why it is direct query? Or why it is a live mode? Yeah, the correct answer is direct query mode because your Power BI queries the data every time, right? The Power BI queries your SQL server every time. So hence it will be faster in that case. Limitation with source files too. Yes, Vinata. Live mode has, very good point. Live mode has limitations. It can work only with 3 source systems. What are the source system? SSAS, multi-dimensional SSAS, table R, and the Power BI services. That's all only these. Yeah, correct. And which storage mode should be chosen when data needs to be refreshed from the data source periodically and no real-time querying is required? Yes, very good, very good. I could see a lot of people answered correctly. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, it needs to, yeah, correct, correct, yeah, correct, correct. Tejaswini, you are correct. And Monica, you are correct. And most of them are correct. The correct answer is import. But still, I could see few of you are not respond, not replying. Does that mean you are not able to understand? See, most of them are, don't give me excuse, okay? Most of them are non-IT people in this batch, okay? Don't say I'm non-IT, non-IT. Most of them are non-IT, they are correct, answering it correctly. Very good. And the next one is, we have a scenario here, okay? So let's say you have 5 tables here. Listen very carefully. You have 4 tables, sorry. You have 4 tables here, okay? So you plan to, so let's say you have created the Power BI model something like this. Okay, you have created the Power BI model something like this. In this case, we have the sales table and we have the date table. 1 second, sorry, somebody's. Okay, so see these 4 tables have the some it has some different refresh requirements, data refresh requirements. For example, the customer table must be refreshed on a daily basis. Okay, I just write it here. Let's say, after talking to the your US customer or client, you understood the customer table requires daily refresh, daily data refresh. See guys, this is your data warehouse. Okay, I told you data warehouse is meant for analytical purpose. Similarly, you have OLTP. The OLTP system also you have, the tables, okay? Like a sales table, order sales table, something like that, okay? And you have the customer lookup table. This a customer, same, table, they call it the customer lookup table or customer, LKP lookup table or master table. So these are part of OLTP. What you see is the data warehouse. Data warehouse is meant for analytical purpose. You store the data, the historical data in your data warehouse. Okay. So every day you need to load the data from your OLTP customer table, lookup table to your customer dimension table here. Daily refresh is required. After talking to the customer, they say, yes, every day new customers are coming. So hence in your data warehouse, to keep your customer table up to date, every day you need to populate the data. The new customers, you need to load it here. Okay. Before you load the customers, you check whether the customers are already there. If any new customers are there, obviously they will not be there. Hence, you need to insert the new customers detail here. Okay. And the date table. So, for example, every once in 2 years, this table needs to be refreshed. I'm talking about the refresh frequency, how frequently the table needs to be refreshed. Okay. And then the sales table needs to be refreshed in near real time. Near real time. What is real time? What is near real time? So near real time. So in the case of real time, within 3 seconds, the data. So for example, here to here, the data needs to be refreshed in a matter of 3 seconds. Or sometimes, right, they say milliseconds also. The data, that is your real time. Near real time is maybe in a 3 to 5 seconds or something like that. There will be latency, even in the case of real time. Latency means delay. Okay, so it will take 5 seconds or 8 seconds. They are okay. Let's say if you are reporting, people says 5 seconds or delay is okay, fine. And but make sure that on or before 5 seconds the data get loaded in the sales table. It's a transaction table. Every day the orders raised by the customer that we captured. Every minute, every seconds, the customers are keep raising the order, visiting your website, they keep raising it. Okay. So hence this whatever the table, so what are the data, the orders are getting stored here, that needs to be refreshed in your data warehouse sales table. It must be refreshed in near real time. Even if it is not getting refreshed in a real time, let it be the near real time, it should get refreshed. And you have the sales aggregate table. This every once in a week. Once in a week, if this table get refreshed, that is enough. Okay. Now you need to select the storage modes for the tables. Whether can all of you type it in the chat window? Which mode can you use it for which table? For example, import mode, direct query mode, live mode. So all of you please type it in the chat window. So we know very well, right? So the customer table needs to be refreshed on a daily basis. Okay. So that means it is an imported table, right? It requires import storage. See, the scenario is, see, Monica, try to understand the scenario. The scenario is after discussing with the customer, you understood the customer table, this customer table needs to be refreshed daily. And the date table needs to be refreshed every 2 years. Okay. And not on a daily basis. Okay. Once in 2 years, if you refresh it, that is enough. And this table needs to be refreshed in near real time. Because every day, every minute, customers are keep raising the orders and all. They canceling the orders and so on. Okay. So hence you need to capture, each and every transactions and the aggregated table. So what is aggregate table? I already explained you. The data gets stored in summary form, not on a transaction level. Let's say today you received 10,000 orders. Okay, 10,000 orders. It will not store the 10,000 records here, like how you store the 10,000 records here. Instead, you every once in a week, you do the aggregation on the key measures like sales or margin and gross margin, net margin, right? So you do the aggregation and then that aggregated summarized information will get stored here, not the transaction level data. Each and every minute data will not get stored here. The summary of this one will get stored here. Hence, once in a week, if you refresh the table, that is more than sufficient. Now you tell me what kind of storage mode you will use it in this scenario. What kind of scenario, sorry, what kind of storage mode, you will use it. So this is a near real time. This is the, once in a week, if you refresh, that is more than sufficient. Obviously, this one, as I explained to you in the previous session, import mode is enough, right? So every once in a week, if you refresh this table in order to keep this data in this table up to date, once in a week, if you refresh the data, that is enough. In that case, import storage mode is enough, right? But here near real time mentioned, near real time, obviously direct query mode. What is the rule of thumb that I discussed in the last session? So these tables, you want to just see these tables are common for these two tables, right? The near real time and the once in a week refresh. These two tables are, you are combining. So this is your, let's say if you are using import mode and if you join the table with import mode with the direct mode, it'll have some kind of sync up issues. And then the performance issues can come up. Similarly, the same thing, if you use the import mode, let's say if it is an import mode, what will happen? Every once in a week, you are refreshing it. That is fine. But still, let's, during the, in the middle of a week, if somebody wants to query the table, right? By joining this, what will happen? There will be some kind of out of sync issues can happen. It will not have the up-to-date information. Yes, dual storage. Very good, very good. Chaitanya mentioned very clearly. These two tables, you need to use dual storage mode. Yes, Monica. Monica also correct. Monica and Soundarya, great. She also answered it correctly. So dual storage mode and direct query mode and import mode. Okay. So here, you need to create a report. You need to create different reports. Okay. For some reports, you need to join these tables. Some report, you need to join these two tables. So this table needs to be in dual mode, right? So whenever you use a table, that needs to be connected with both the direct as well as the import mode. You need to keep those tables dual mode. So the date and sales table, you need to keep it in dual mode. Okay. So this is the one will reduce the number of limited relationships in the data and it will improve the performance. Important, it will improve the performance. If you set this one as direct and when you join the table, two tables, if both of them are in direct query mode, the performance will be faster. And similarly, if you look at this side, if both the table are in import mode, the performance will be faster. Okay. So these tables, right, the dual mode. So when the storage mode for a table is dual mode, it will be either cached or not cached. What is cached? Storing in memory. Okay, this data will get cached. If somebody says no cached data, that means the data will get cached in memory. That means the data will get stored in memory. Even this one will get stored in memory. What is the memory or RAM? Your laptop, you have RAM, right? This data will get stored in memory. This one also gets stored. Either it will get stored in, it is also called a cache. Okay. Either the data will get cached or not cached if you store the data in dual mode. Depends on this. So the direct, when you join a table with a direct query mode, right? So this table and I want to connect with, join with this table and both of them are in direct query mode, the performance will be faster. So because to get the customer transaction data, sales amount, for example, you have sales amount, everything that is available in SQL Server or Oracle Server. It has to go to the SQL Server to get, on a specific date, what is the transactions happen. It has to go here and fetch the data to your visual. Let's say you have a chart here. It has to go and fetch the data here. And then again, it has to join with the, data that is available locally in your memory. Better you keep both of them in the, you keep both of them in direct query mode, but your reporting requirements are very dynamic. So on the other hand, they want you to join these two tables to create another report. So in that case, both the tables should be in direct query mode. It's an import mode, right? So this table is in the import mode. obviously this one should be import mode. But since these two tables have to get switched automatically between so, the direct and import mode, that's when the dual storage mode concept came into it. It automatically switches. So that is what dual storage mode. Okay. See, okay, there is a question.